Hello guys and welcome back to another Gears of War video. I know, it's shocking. Almost 2 days in a row. It's almost as if we're back in prime Gears of War news, but I had to get into this video. There's a lot of speculation about whether or not Gears of War is going to have certain modes this time round, whether it's going to be a spin-off or not. So I want to get right into it. I want to get breaking into this speculation and let's talk whether or not Gears of War E-Day, whether or not we think it's going to have multiplayer. Let's get into it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this guy mad? Does he know what he's talking about? Has he ever played a Gears of War game before? Who does he think he is saying that there's going to be no multiplayer? Well, this is all to do with a post that came up on X/Twitter recently after Gears of War E-Day was put onto Steam. Now, I don't think anyone would have thought anything different if this post had just been left the way it was. It showed single player, it showed online co-op, it even showed multiplayer for a while, but then suddenly the Gears of War E-Day Steam page was updated. Now, this update didn't add things, no, it decided to take away probably one of the most important things about a Gears of War game, other than the story, which is the multiplayer. It just took the multiplayer tag away. Now, I'm almost 99.9% sure this can only be done by the developers. It's not like a player or a review edited tag. This has to be a tag that's put on by whoever put up the Steam page originally. Now, this got people thinking, this got posts going up about whether or not this game was going to have multiplayer. They've talked about the horror roots and the horror aspects, bringing it back to the original games, but they never actually did say it was going to be a multiplayer game. It's all been about linear, single-player stories, getting back to the roots. And we've seen this before from the Coalition, where they made Gears Tactics, which was completely left field for what was expected at the time. Everyone was expecting the next game to either be Gears 6 or Gears of War Remastered Collection, but they hit us with Gears Tactics, and don't get me wrong, it done well, but again, had no multiplayer. Now, all seemed lost until this guy. This guy decided to comment on one post that I think a lot of people overlooked, or maybe didn't see, and that's from Rom. I'm going to say Semzi, I don't want to screw that up. And Rob put up a lovely little comment on a post. If you don't know who Rob is, he's actually the director of Halo and Gears of War communication online. So that's whether it's X or Facebook, sort of direct link between these big companies, Halo and Gears of War 343 and the Coalition, and then the communications online and social media. So this was a very simple post. Someone basically put up, can you confirm if there's going to be multiplayer or not? Because there was a lot of speculation going about. And Rob basically shuts him down by saying, look, we're not ready to talk about any specifics at the minute, but you can trust us that this is a Gears of War game. So like I said, this wasn't a specific post that Rob put up or was linked to the Coalition's account or Gears of War shared this. No, this was just a comment that he'd said, and I think a lot of people have overlooked this. Even myself, for a while, I was thinking of, whenever I was making this video, that I was actually going to be a lot more speculative. I didn't actually know whether or not this game was going to have a multiplayer, just thinking about it, thinking about Gears Tactics and how they could have just made a single player linear game if they wanted to. But no, it seems to, if what he's linking to is right, it could very well just be another Gears of War game for us to sink our teeth into, to sweat out and climb up the ranks. So look, fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's just another Gears game. I love the multiplayer personally, love the single player games, love the story, love the character development, but I am a massive multiplayer nerd and I love the Gears of War multiplayer. So fingers crossed that's it. Rob's basically confirmed it. That it's going to be another Gears game, and you know Gears has multiplayer. So thanks if you made it here. I appreciate it. I've got a new microphone for this video, so you can let me know if the audio's changed or not, or if it's a bit more high quality. But that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next one.